Hi, and welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are filming today at Steinway & Sons Madison. We're on the west side, and this place is so beautiful. It gets the creative juices flowing.
Absolutely.
The musical creative juices. We're going to talk a little bit about some other forms of creativity. We've got some fabulous art projects sitting here in front of us, and sitting to my right is Kim Stanfield-McMillan, who is with Fired Up Pottery in Monona. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thank you so much.
We love chatting with you, and you have so many fun things to do for all ages. Fall is here, so it's time to get your fall arts and crafts going.
It is, yeah. It's fall is lovely. You know, everybody's thoughts start going from the outside, summer, and like now what can we do inside? And you're ready for the apple pie. You know, you're ready to sit down and do some crafts and kind of hang out and chit chat with friends.
Yeah.
So it's really fun to do that.
Just having these in front of me makes me want to dive in there. It's so fun.
Yeah.
So these are the items that are available for people to paint. Then they can kind of choose when they come into your studio. They can kind of pick it off the wall, or do they have to order it ahead of time?
No, yeah, thank you for asking. It's a walk-in make art studio, and by that I mean no appointment necessary, so when you're ready, we're ready. And it's basically literally from come in, and we can always tell our brand new customers, they walk in and they just stop dead. They're just like, oh my,
yeah.
You know, it's like that. And because they don't realize that there's so much to do and there's so much to look at. So usually it takes a good half hour walking around the store for them to choose a project.
Well, even just with
yeah.
what's in front of me, I wouldn't know which one I would want to do, although this witch hat is really calling to me.
Cool.
That is so cute. Okay, so this is something you can paint.
Right.
And of course, we picked your brain before we started. You can put a little tea light.
Tea light goes in it, yep. There's
inside.
a base part that I didn't bring with me, but the tea light sits on the base and the hat sits on it. And
cute.
then the light comes out, the little stars, and you know, creates light on the walls and things like that.
I love that. Little witch
cool.
hat.
Absolutely.
Good Halloween gift.
Yeah.
And then this one, so many puns come to mind.
That's really
So we
bad.
were laughing before the segment that it's a Frankenstein. Get it? Stein. Or you could say you've heard the term mean mug. This is truly a mean mug.
Yeah.
But anyways, puns aside, you can paint this as well and have a nice thing to use.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't even know the ounces on it, but I know it's very large. So
It's large.
It's large,
Just plenty of room for your beverage, your hot cocoa or
and you know, it
other.
would look really good with the foam at the top anyway. So
Oh, yeah,
for the hair,
absolutely.
So it'd be really fun.
What do you typically have kids do? I mean, is this something that a kid would work on, or an adult, or anywhere in between?
Absolutely, yeah. So a lot of it's budget price. So for example, when the parents come in, they might have a certain budget, but when grandma comes in, she might have a certain budget. And so it really depends on the children and the family budget and stuff like that. We have things from $5 on up to over $100.
Okay.
And we also have something called the Addicted Artist Card, which is really fun. Addicted Artist Card, so every time you come in, you get a punch. It's a punch card. And but then you get one piece half price. So I say on some of the more expensive pieces, like this giant mermaid, that's the little 7-year-old girl in the store the other day. Her mom and her were taking a day off of school, and she really wanted to paint a mermaid.
We won't share who it is.
Yeah,
no,
it's okay. yeah. So instead of the giant mermaid, we got her a smaller mermaid. So yeah, so there's and then we have little bitty mermaids. So there's things in all budgets.
Sure.
Which is
The
really
thing
nice.
that I love about the idea of art and kids is, one, you get to do it too. So it gets the opportunity to dive back in.
Absolutely.
But also, if you want some quiet time, it's amazing what kids will sit there and concentrate and be quiet for a while. They're so into it.
The thing that always amazes me is, we talk about the art, we talk about what comes out, and the art's picked up like a week later, which is a good lesson in patience for a lot of 4 to 7-year-olds. But the thing that amazes me is it's really not only about the art, it's about that conversation that takes place when your hands are busy and you're not eating, because when you're eating in a restaurant, you chew, eat, talk, so you're not talking the whole time. But when you're painting pottery and when you're doing glass work too, the words just flow out. So some of those conversations that you want to have with your family or with your kids or with parenting, they can sometimes happen over
really
art.
good point.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really
I love that.
That's really interesting.
And it's not just for kids and parents, although so many benefits to that, but you
Right.
can have a girls' night out and come paint and have a glass of wine or whatever you want. There's all
Exactly.
kinds of fun things.
Bachelorette parties, girls' night out, just women getting together to have a time out. You know, we have some guy artists that are phenomenal. We have this one guy that comes in every like 2 or 3 months for years now. He does like the most amazing plates ever. We're like, okay, we can't wait to see what he does now. And every time we open up the kiln, it's like Christmas for us. You know, we get to see everybody's art, and we love it.
I love that idea. You could actually have your own custom set of plates at home that
You could,
you and your
yeah.
kids or whoever created.
Absolutely. And some of my favorite art is the one, there's also a family that comes in every year, and they do a set of plates based upon what trips they've taken, and so that the kids get to each do an art piece based upon what they did in the previous year.
Okay.
And then they have, you know, these plates over the years.
That's
It's
such a
really
fun
fun.
idea.
So this is, remember, our Costa Rica trip, and this is the time we went to the Grand Canyon,
Right.
and this is when we went rafting, and so they have some memories, not just postcards and pictures on the phone.
Oh, lots of fun. Well, we really focused today on the painting of pottery, but you also, there's a couple other things to mention. You can create pottery, and you also have some glass art projects, so we'll touch on those another time. But thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it. This is Kim with Fired Up Pottery in Monona, and you're watching Wisconsin Family. We'll be right back.